It's a very special atmosphere here on Thursday morning, almost 8 o'clock, which is the beginning of round 1 in 4-way open. There's Michelle Kirkburner. It's quiet, and it's not only quiet because of the tunnel not running yet. It is quiet because there are not many people here actually, as only the teams close to their performance are in the wind tunnel here on the second floor actually, and everybody else outside. So it's spooky almost. The first teams are getting ready there now in the chamber, and it will take only 20 minutes to complete the first round, which will be exciting because it's a fast one. Alright, time for round 1. Joey?
Morning, Kurt.
You're
Morning,
with the
NSL fans.
You're here and not with the high rollers. They're on their own now.
Yes, well, we finished our last creeping on the creepers, and I'm just letting them get into their headspace. You know, they don't need me for any of that sort of stuff. They're all very experienced competitors. So I just spend a little bit of time on the creepers and really just say that it looks good, fly free, feel it, and get the flow. We've taken a mirrored 14 out of the D, which is a little bit quicker than the standard 14. It'll be interesting to see how it pans out, but on the paper it's quick. Just here watching the 4-way now. I've also
we're getting
female teams
closer.
are finished up and they're on their own as well. So all of my duties are done. I'm just going to do some commentating here and maybe a little bit on the live stream later.
Okay.
Or your live stream now.
It's not live, but
So we've got Monaco now. Some of the longest running competitors in the meet probably here.
and youngest at the same time.
And youngest at the same time. Yeah, it's really a great team. I mean, I remember Monaco from when I first started competing. I'll slip up there on the 14. Okay.
One of the former French juniors is in the lineup now, right? Kai Kilian Forsan.
Is that kid from the old junior team?
Yeah, old junior team.
Well, just like the female category, the junior category making inroads into people into the open category. It's nice to see these categories.
Pretty good. The old farts, they have adjusted to the modern style flying now, right?
A little bit, yeah.
As we all had to, right?
Yes, of course.
No, you've always been flying it. You and Christopher Irvin.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that some of that ruddering and stuff we started in the tunnel in Orlando, the first tunnel back in '98. You know, it was pretty lucky to be in the right place at the right time. FX won that World Cup because airspeed didn't show up, and the same day they opened a tunnel in Florida. It was really a bit of an outlier situation for some of us in those days that lived in Florida, and gave us the opportunity to start getting the arms down and the knees down and pinching our knees and doing some of that stuff.
HF
Is this the Dutch
flying circus?
Oh, the Czech team. Yeah, they had a really big delegation. It's funny, you can really see the countries.
There's the head of the delegation, Jan Klapka.
Yeah,
He's probably excited now.
Yeah.
Seeing he's coaching them.
You can see the countries that have had tunnels for a long time and have a big tunnel culture with how big their delegation was. You look at Czech Republic and Poland.
Yeah.
It really shows the impact that the tunnel has on competition and sports, on the positive impact anyway. Now, of course, I've got teams that have stopped skydiving and become only tunnel teams now because of the ease. I'm not going to say that they're lazy, but being a tunnel team is a lot easier on your pocketbook and on your lifestyle and your schedule, allowing for more time for family and friends. There's positives to it, but anyway. Looks like we got Papaya now, the Spanish team. They've got part of a 2-team project normally. They're only one team here, obviously, but I believe it's the military group, isn't it, Kurt?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. And in Spain, they have their own tunnel in the military.
Really?
They do. I'm not for sure if these guys must be able to use it because, oops.
Where is it?
I do not know. We could check with these guys and probably find out if they get to use it.
Interesting.
But I'm pretty sure that Spain has a military tunnel, just like Poland has their own military tunnel.
Well, the Golden Knights have had one for a very long time.
Yeah, we were lucky enough to get in that thing before we went to the World Meet. I know Airspeed used to get into it every year when they were the champions. The Golden Knights were nice enough to train side by side with the U.S. team.
Yep.
They're doing pretty good.
Oh, we're getting closer to the top teams now.
It looks like we got Echo Chamber on deck and AC and Wemby's coming up.
That's cool.
We've got ACM Wemby, the British national team, indoor.
Not any longer. They got beat.
Yes, but the open category.
They're here now, yeah.
They're open category team because the girls are in the female category.
No, Chimera beat them.
Oh, you're right. Chimera did beat them. I forgot about that. Sorry, Chimera.
So there's a change of representation next time.
And I know Dave is. This is the end of Dave's swan song. Dave Rogers is going to be retiring after this year, at least from this team for a while, to spend more time with his family. He might put a small project together in England, he said. But
he was in your team for a while.
He was. I joined the Formula team when they were AA, and Kate Lindsay from the British girls. In fact, Sean was on my team, Kate was on my team, and Will and Dave. So half of the British representation here all came from the Joey Jones camps.
Yeah. The famous formula.
The famous formula before the BPA blacklisted me.
So what is the Joey Jones formula?
Oh well, just a little bit more aggressive flying and some strong starts and big stops. You know, it came out of the Magic camp. It seems to be carrying on pretty well.
Yeah.
I see the top teams high-fiving in the background. Airspeed, Wemby, the Russians. That little pre-jump nervousness. We got echo chamber now.
The round one can spread out the field pretty well. It's a fast round.
It is a pretty fast round. I mean, it should be up in the close to 40, I would guess. MKD 5, 10, about 40. It needs to be up in the 40s, probably. I would guess somewhere. Interesting to see. Hopefully somebody's got a stopwatch here. Mine is downstairs.
They have a wind tunnel in Stockholm now.
Yes, they have a wind tunnel in Stockholm. I get there on occasion, being part of a Swedish girls project.
And they have a new communication system.
They do the communication system. They've got remote cameras set up with speakers and remote viewing, so you can get on a conference call. You can actually watch what's happening in the wind tunnel while it's happening. And then you can switch to the replay and you can talk to the team in the headsets. I haven't used the remote system, but I have used the headset system, so I can talk to my teams when they're in the wind tunnel, and it's really easy to talk to them in the tunnel. Of course, this tunnel you can just go outside because it has a free passing door, so you don't really need the voice system in the tunnel, but Stockholm is a bit loud, and you don't have the come and go access as you do in some other tunnels. Something they think they're going to fix at the Göteborg tunnel, the Gothenburg tunnel, that's going to open soon this year. So Qatar, under the new leadership of Schmitty, my old peace partner.
Yeah, where is he now? You cannot be in the tunnel anymore now as coach or anything. That's restricted area. So he's probably out.
Well, he's going to be out here. We never went in the tunnel with our teams. Really, we always stayed out here and let them get their own space. They're looking pretty sharp, pretty tight. They got some nice cogging.
So what's the fastest we've seen yet?
This is going to be the fastest we've seen. We're not getting predictive scores, but I could probably start doing that now if you want me to.
Did you see the Germans?
No.
They went faster, I would say.
There's time right there, huh?
Interesting. So I'm curious. They had a lot of lot of glitches, I would say. No, the Germans.
The Germans did. Okay, yeah.
They were the second team. They were not with the top teams. So
it looks like we got the Russians coming up here.
Yep. Anyhow, they had a lot of glitches, but not a lot of penalties. Maybe I'm very curious. They maybe will move up probably. So let's look at that here. Normal engineering or Russian engineering?
No, Russian. It's the mirrored 14. I mean, see, they just take a mirrored 14, which turns the other direction. But since you're going to an M, it doesn't matter which 14 you do. But it has the inside people facing in.
Oh yeah, interesting. Yeah.
20, 21, 24, 25, I think. 8. I'm going to say this is 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, probably 33, 34 maybe.
When you hear the horn, that's Schmitty's
sometimes the horns are a bit off. I call this around the 34, so I'm definitely needs to be 39 into the 40s for the top teams. Whoever can close the Bible and get past 40 is going to win the round, I would guess. But we're going to find out. We got airspeed. They'll be taking standard engineering still, I believe. They've opened up their continuity recently, which is good. I think they kind of stayed with some of the old stuff a little bit longer than they should have. let's see what they've got going on here with this.
Medal winning performances now, probably. Oh, good level work there. Huh?
Oh, they're taking the other 14 as well. That's nice.
They've been flying a little bit higher levels than all other teams actually in the
Yeah, they take that. They really jump out the door as well.
It's getting higher and higher now.
Yeah.
Well, that's the best what we have seen so far, right?
5. This I think they're going to be 35, 36 off the top of my head. I can't. Yeah, there's the timer there, so.
I cannot count that far. So
yeah, I just count the pages since I watch full way. You know, every 14 is a 5, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah.
I don't, it's hard to kind of pinpoint, but. So we've got.
Who are we missing? Hayabusa and
Hayabusa and Wemby. High rollers.
There they are, both in the chamber. France first. And Joey's heartbeat goes up now?
A little bit.
How can it not? Oh, little. Is it low for them too, or is that what they've done?
A little bit low.
Now they're flowing.
Yep.
Rough start, but. It looks a little bit more careful with the random transitions than what I've seen in training sequences.
Yeah, well, we've tried to tighten up after the busting that we've had. We've tightened up our grips, and it's a little more freezing, and
it shows. It shows. I mean, it slows it down a little bit, but
yeah, but that should be what 41, 42. I'll call it 42.
I don't think they lost a lot of time in the beginning.
In there, but they got through that Bible page, so that was good. Hayabusa's going to have a little bit longer engineering. They've got the standard 14. Yeah, they just lost a point. It's going to feel worse than it was for sure.
Exactly, it would feel bad.
Oh, it's going to feel like forever. That was an eternity in wind tunnel time. They got the same thing from Bob. He had to push off the net as well.
It's about the same pace, I would say. I don't think Espik was far behind pace-wise. Oh, now they're flowing.
Yeah.
Now they're going to the Hayabusa pace. I'm afraid that's the fastest pace we've seen so far, Joey.
Maybe.
Well,
39.
Now they're even.
Nope, it's not as fast. I think it's 2 points slower.
Yeah.
I think so. But we'll see. Only time will tell. I have my stopwatch on it, Kurt. These guys.
Thanks, Joey. See you later. After round 2, coming out of the chamber. Anna Parker's son and daughter. How did your mom do?
Very good.
Happy with it?
Very good.
Okay, good. Yeah, very good.